What's up, YouTubers, market participants, and day traders? You just stumbled upon my channel where I'm going to review my day trades daily. So if you're new to the game, you're struggling to make money, and you got a small account, you found your boy. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Definitely join the family because AKA Will the Wise, AKA Will the Market, and AKA your boy are here. Let's jump into these trades. Yo, what is up, YouTube? Your boy is back with another video. We're gonna talk about NVDA today. So there's been a huge sell-off. They posted the most lost capital in the stock market history, right? $280 billion in like 2-3 days. Did I see it coming? Yes. Did I make the right move at the right time? No. But did I still capitalize on the move? Yes. And I'm gonna go over that trade and how I was able to find that trade. At this channel, you will really learn how to pick apart charts and how to find winning trades. So do stick with me. You're going to learn something. Like, comment, subscribe, join the family. But let's get into the episode. All right, so will of the market NVIDIA sell-off trade. And I want you guys to be very, very cautious because the market is rebounding. NVIDIA is rebounding as we speak. Do I believe it? No. I'm waiting for the next sell setup, and I'm going to go short again whenever that presents itself. But this one here was a 2-day swing trade. It should have been a 4-day swing trade. Let's go ahead and get into it. So here is my general consensus of why I went into the market ready to short NVIDIA. I should have been ready on last week, Thursday and Friday. I should have already set this trade up, because this is the weekly chart, right? So over the course of I'm pretty much showing here 2 years, right? February of last year. This is February of this year. Look at this crazy run up it's had. It's been basically $50 to 140, which was like what, 500 maybe to 1,040 without the split, right? Huge gains, man. Huge gains, almost 3x. So not everything goes up forever. I know everyone's getting excited about NVIDIA. NVIDIA's doing this, NVIDIA's doing that. That is not the time to be buying. When they're not talking about it, that's the time to be buying. When they're talking about it, it's too late, right? So here we are at all these highs right here, right? So last week, we can see that we had 2 weeks ago, we had this nice kind of a chill candle towards the high, right? There's nothing special about it. It's towards the high. That's all I can say, right? It's near the high. We're getting these lower highs. Boom, we get another lower high. So as we get this another lower high, this is the opening of 124. Right here is 124 on NVIDIA. The week before, on Thursday, that was the perfect buy. On Thursday, NVIDIA had troubles getting above 124 and it just sold off. That was probably the perfect entry to take into this week and capitalize on the huge movement, right? So this is the weak candle right now. It's pulling back from the lows. Probably better time to get in, or when it gets back to, I mean, let's be patient, right? Because on Friday, what if this whole thing turns into a top tweezer bar, and the 20 moving average, this is the 20, this is the 200 down here, say the 20 moving average catches it, right, catches it and pushes it back up. So that is a possibility. That's why I'm kind of already out of the trade, and I'm going to show you the numbers in the next slide. But the perfect entry of this trade was Thursday last week, right? And then capitalizing on Wednesday morning for the final push that you got to absorb this. So am I really bullish on NVIDIA? A little bit, not necessarily a lot, right? I'm only bullish on NVIDIA until the year ends. Once the year ends, I know NVIDIA next year is going to have a terrible time, and it's just going to pull back. Not every stock keeps running. It had 2 good years of running. Look over here, like when it first started last year, where, like right over here, this is February. This is 30. You know, it has from from 300 to 500, right? That's a huge gain. Then from 500 to or 30 to 50, 50 to 140. That's a huge gain. Nothing goes up forever. So look at how we were in this narrow state right here, which was the perfect time to buy. And now we get the 3-finger prong. We get this separation. And we get more separation. Everything is going to, we get these separations. Everything is going to come back down to a narrow state. So this gap is going to have to be, it might be they're going to be like, oh, it's going to be the Fed cut interest rates. We go into the recession next year, blah, blah, blah. That's going to be the huge sell-off of next year for NVDA. Who knows, right? But these two are far extended. They need to come back together. They need to come back to a narrow state. This is the weekly chart, right? So this can really show you how long it can take for these cycles to finish, right? So we're kind of in the extended part of the cycle to the upside. I'm not too, like, you can play off this 20 moving average right here. If it bounces like how it did here, how it caught it here and pushed it up, you could catch another one here. That is most likely what probably will happen, but I don't think it will happen until October, potentially. October and November into December, back to these highs. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But then after next year, once January is over, I think we are going to be in a rude awakening for NVIDIA. So be careful, be careful, be careful. Let's go ahead and jump into the next slide, though, which is the actual trade. Here is the actual trade. And this is not financial advice. This is just what I did. Do your own due diligence. This is just for learning purposes here, right, guys? So I actually got in a little bit late, which is okay. I still capitalized on what I wanted to do. But look at this narrow state here. Narrow state going into trending, right? So that's what I really want to show you from this chart. And also from this chart is when you have a narrow state and then you get this Jesus bar. This is a Jesus bar. This is a strike down from Zeus. This is power. This is authority. This is, look how big this bar is compared to the other bars, compared to all of what happened on Friday. This is a Jesus bar. This was a bar that shows that people, hedge funds, have made a decision, and the decision is downward. They sold it all off in the first 5 minutes of the market. That's when I should have pushed the buy button. That's when I should have jumped in. That's when all signs are go, right? I ended up punching it a little bit later. I got in on the next 15-minute candle because I noticed it was kind of just a indecision candle. So I was like, okay, that's all the bulls had. Let's go, bears. So jumped in here, got my first out here. Held my last contract to the next day. We get a little gap down, take advantage of it right here, right? And I sold my last one. Very beautiful play. Now I'm expecting us, as you can see, to rally. I want to rally back to the 200 moving average here. And once we get up here, as soon as I see red take over green, I'm going back for the put side to either go to 104 again or lower, right? That is the goal. That is what I'm seeing for NVIDIA. So watch out. It's rallying now. Who knows how far it could go? It could go all the way back up to 114. So be ready of that. But around that area, I don't think it'll get there today. But if it does, that's very impressive. But then be ready for some downward pressure tomorrow. That's kind of what I'm seeing. Not really sure. Make sure you do your own due diligence. That's kind of what I'm seeing. So here was the actual trade for myself. I am just going off of so I did enter late. Like I said, I wanted to get in here. Notice if you're playing contracts, I know that I don't like weekly contracts anymore. I've played weekly contracts for years, and nothing ever good has came out of them. You know, if even if this was a fake out to the downside and it goes up, when it goes up and reverses here, when you have a contract that expires in 40 days, 30, 50 days, you're not going to get burned that badly. These might have went down to like $60 a piece, right? Little bit of burn, I can move forward with that. If you would have bought in the weekly contracts, you know, that would have probably erased more than 50 to 60% of the contract in 5 minutes. You don't want to play those. Give yourself some time, right? And I plan to hold the contracts anyways. I see these from a weekly standpoint, and that's really when your small amounts of money can really grow a account really fast, and how you stay ahead of the hedge funds and hedge your portfolio so that you have good risk management so that you can stay in this game forever, right? So the first contracts I bought were at 77 here. Then I got some off right here for the 90s. That's a good 20-30%, I believe. And then I waited for the last one here on this open. I didn't wait too long on the open, just 30 seconds, 28 seconds, you know. It was going up, then down, then up, and I was just like, you know what? I don't even want to wait. I already hit 110% on this last contract. Let's take it, right? Which was 162 for the last final contract. I hope you guys saw some value in this and how I approached this trade. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.